how are you? I'm just jumping on here real quick. As you guys know that I'm going to start trying to come on here more. But a lot of times now it's just going to be at wherever I can. Because I'm always in my vehicle. And so, and between my, anyway, I'm just real quick. For those of you all who don't know, or follow me, I will be coming to Seattle in July. I'll be there for a couple of weeks. And on July the 10th and July the 12th, I am going to be hosting two workshops, two conversations. I don't know if while I'm there I'll be hosting any private conversations, but I know for a fact I will be doing two educational racism conversations, aka workshops. The title of it is called Educational Racism and Our Children. I'm excited because right now, of course, I'm working behind the scenes on getting things, together. And my intent, it ain't my intent, I will be showing a video during part of the during the conversation. And so right now I am actually meeting and talking with individuals who will be in that video. They are young people or youth who are in 11th grade or 20 years old. I'm not going above 21. And so, and they're melanated and non-melanated, and they're basically going to be talking about their experiences with racism coming from their perspective. And so I'm excited because I have heard some of their stories before. And a lot of times we as adults, we don't know the intimate details of the stories behind our children and what they face in the academic environment with their teachers as well as with their peers. And what I, as an educator, am finding is that sometimes the more insidious behavior doesn't come from the teachers, it actually comes from their peers. And so I'm excited to be having this workshop. I'm excited, or conversation. I'm very excited to expose the voices of some of these, to me they're children because they're children, of the youth that are going to be in the video. And so I'll be working on that for about a week or so and trying to get that together with my makeshift video. So that way you'll know it's authentic. But the first one, July the 10th, will be at the Centennial Cultural Center in Seattle. And the other one, which is on the 12th, will be at the Admiral Byrd. And there was something else I was going to say, but I cannot remember. But anyway, I am excited. I hope that you all who are in the Seattle area, or at least in Washington State, will come and attend. Because it is something, even though I am promoting this or pushing this out to parents and teachers, or rather educators, counselors, activists, community organizers, nonprofits, realistically speaking, my conversation is for everybody because our children are our future, and therefore we all are affected by what occurs in the school setting, whether or not we realize it or not. The shootings that have occurred all over this nation for the last couple of years is proof of that. We're all affected by it. And so racism is no different, especially because it is more ingrained in the fabric of our society. And everybody needs to be there. And so if you're interested in coming, please go to, I have an Instagram, Allie the Conversation Starter, that kind of briefly, no, it doesn't have briefly details, but you can follow me on there. But seriously, you can go to my Facebook, Allie the Conversation Starter. Tickets are on TicketBud. If you put in Educational Racism in Our Children, that'll pop up. Actually, you can go to my website, which is AllieTConvoStarter.com. And that, of course, has the full description of the conversation. And what you will be getting. I will be honest with you, I am very unconventional. I am not 19th and 20th century. So do not expect structure and organization. I'm very 21st century-ish. Yes, I just made that word up. I am coming from a place of change and action and doing things a different way, because I'm recognizing that, yes, there are things that we can do from our past, but also if we are going to dismantle racism in the way that it needs to be dismantled, especially when it comes to our children and the environment that they're in, we're going to have to start doing things differently, and we're going to have to start having these conversations intentionally with them and with each other. Also, before I get off here, I'm really encouraging parents and teens and youth and educators to come to this, especially parents, because the one missing piece when a lot of times these conversations are held are parents and aunts and uncles and grandmothers, because we really, because I'm a parent, we really do not know what happens with teenagers, our youth, our middle schoolers, and even to an extent, our elementary schoolers. The things that they face, a lot of things, a lot of stuff occurs to our children and they never tell us. And you are lucky if they will tell you after they have graduated high school. I am just now starting to hear a lot of things that occurred with my own children. And I am just to a point, I'm like, I am blown away. And I've asked them, why didn't you tell me? And they were like, Mommy, we knew if you knew what would happen. And I was thinking, you're right. I would have come into that school and I would have torn it down brick by brick with my hands. Because you're going to find out that a lot of things that occur with our children from their peers, the teachers sit right there and they allow it to happen and they don't interject and they don't do anything. And for me in this day and age, it's not good enough to say because they didn't know how to address it, because racism makes everybody so uncomfortable. Our kids should not have to carry that type of burden because adults don't want to step up. And so it is very important for these conversations to be held and in an environment and in a space that is conducive to having these conversations, and for all parties. And so therefore, that is why I am having this workshop. I had actually I had about 3 or 4 last year. This time, this one is going to be a little bit more different. It's not going to be statistic run at all. Like I said, I'm very unconventional. I'm non-traditional. Don't expect your typical workshop. I expect to be doing a lot of talking, using a lot of higher critical thinking skills that we have not used as adults since we were in middle school, high school. All right, you guys, I'm getting out of here. Like I said, I'm excited. You'll see me back on here again, kind of talking to you about what's going on. I won't get too in depth. I won't bore you, but I will be keeping you up to date. If you have any questions, if you want to know about tickets, if you just want to know what it is that I'm doing and why, please comment down here in the bottom. Or like I said, you can inbox me or you can email me at alitconvostarter@gmail.com. And so, because I don't mind having this conversation. And so it's why I do what I do. It's why I'm a social change entrepreneur. Why I developed my business in order to do this, because I actually enjoy it and I do want to see change, and it is all about our children. All right. Thank you for listening to me. I do talk fast. You'll get used to it. To all my warriors out there who want to dismantle racism and who are here for change, thank you. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.